Do you know that when I trained for my first half marathon, it was a goal I had set just because I was around at that time in my life. I was running with women who ran ultra marathons around the world. So I was like super inspired and pumped up about running. So I trained for it when I was super depressed. And it wasn't like, I think maybe I knew that if I didn't find something to put my sights on, I did know this because I was either going to go back to school and get my PhD or run for a marathon. And I decided to go for a half first. And that, right or wrong, that's kind of how I deal with stress sometimes, is I try to keep myself busy with things that will make me feel good. I think probably there's an addiction to that too, but it's the only way I know how to be. And movement has a lot to do with that, whether it's yoga, whether it's hiking, trail running, whatever, stand-up paddleboarding, Zumba. I love it all. I don't discriminate. I like variety. That's a huge part of why Okinawans live so long, is the variety in food and interactions, relationships, and whatnot. So I just really encourage you to take this time to try to develop a good habit. And even if it's an addiction, couch to 5K, that was one of the first things that I did too. I never thought I'd be a runner, but I was just kind of going through a lot of different things. So it was just the best. It was the best therapy at that time. I did it because it was the first rock and roll half marathon in Las Vegas, and it was at night on the Strip. And I love Vegas. We had moved into a house in my old neighborhood, so I loved training and running in that neighborhood. And then by the time the half marathon came, every week I was looking forward to a different mileage while I was teaching children who are medically fragile. So it could have definitely been more depressing or difficult, but it was manageable for me because I kept moving. So I know it doesn't seem like it's going to save the world, and I'm not sure that it will, but it saves me. And if I'm better, then I'm better for my kids, and I'm better for my husband, and it's just better for everybody. So I encourage you, if you feel like you have no idea what to do next, when it comes to the ERMLs, I always say I can't control all of them, but there are some things I can control, like movement and just getting it done, as opposed to rest. With 4 little ones, I don't always know when I'm going to get a good night's rest and if it's going to be consistent. So I have to take what I can get, and I have to find ways to keep my mental health in check, because it's like flossing, right? You have to pay attention to it.